So I want to make a more complex query and add more keywords so that I don't miss any related articles on bird flu. How should I do that?
Yeah, so for this time, we go to the query tab again and add another keyword. We can try avian influenza right after the bird flu keywords that we have for the last query. And remember to also add a quotation mark this time. And now we can focus on the second drop-down menu bar. Now we have all in this bar, which means that we are going to select articles that contains both bird flu and avian influenza. This will reduce the number of articles that we're going to find, and this is not our purpose for this search because we want to expand our search, not reduce the scope of our search. But we can try this query first and see how the article number changes.
So before we had about 21,000 articles. This brought up just about 6,000 articles.
Yeah, so now we changed the all variable to any. So this time we're going to search articles that contains either bird flu or avian influenza. So we should have more articles than we originally have.
And indeed we do. We have almost 4,000 more articles than before. From 21,000 to almost 25,000. Well, now I want to specify our query further, and I want to exclude any articles related to eggs. How do I do that?
So for this time, we're going to add another text query, and we're going to type in eggs in the searching bar. And this time, we are going to select forbidden in the second drop-down menu so that we can exclude the articles that includes the word eggs in the article content.
And so now from about 25,000, we've dropped to 16,000 articles that do not mention eggs.
Yeah, and for this time, we're going to add more variables to our search result. And this time we also click the cog icon. And this time we want to add several new variables. The first one will be extracted locations. So it looks similar to the country variables, but it actually includes more detail. It has more location with different levels, for example, the city levels or state levels. Yeah, for the second variable we want to add is the sentiment variable. So we can choose the lexicoder negative and positive. We drag it to the right side. So these two variables, if we want to see how the detailed definition of that, we go back to the DOI page and click the GNI manual. But basically, they are telling us how positive and negative this article is. And as we can see, there are a lot of other variables that we can choose from. There are other variables that extracted informations or do the analysis on the article content. And please check the menu as well if you want to choose other variables to fit your requirement.
So now that we have these new variables, we can click on an article and see more specifically. For example, you can see here that Gloucester is a city, Brighton is a city, and you see the lexicoder negative and positive. It seems that this article is a bit more positive than negative, and you can see that it's more in-depth information. This is the end of part 2. If you would like to move on to learn about facets and see an example with a line graph and histograms, please move on to part 3 on the Archer webpage of the Klein Center website.